guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video, and this is the first tag video that I actually am doing in my life. I had no idea what it meant. So Lacey8499 tagged me, and when she did, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. So I had to go ahead and do some research. So thank you, Lacey, for introducing me into the tag scenario, because I had no idea, and I know and I've seen that a lot of people are doing tags, especially on the beauty community. And when I read the questions, I said, oh, you know what, it actually resembles a little bit of the questions that I get to ask and comment that I get on my YouTube channel, my Facebook, and my Twitter. So I said, okay, so maybe this will definitely help the rest of the people who wants to get a little bit more personal. So she tagged me for the TMI tag, and it says that it stands for too much information, so hopefully it is definitely not way too much. I can guarantee you guys my life ain't as exciting as you may think it's not, but I would definitely love to share some of my life and my likes and dislikes with you. So let's start with the first question, and the first question says, what are you wearing? I'm wearing, you're going to laugh, but I am a great fan of Justice. And even though this is for teenagers, I still fit in the bigger size. So I have one of the tees from them. This is the Valentine's Day checklist, and I love it. And underneath, you cannot see, but I have just a blue set of capris that I got at Macy's. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have. Ever had a terrible breakup? No. I have had disappointments, not breakups, because my only serious relationship ended up in marriage, and I'm still happily married, so nope, no terrible breakups. How tall are you? I am 5'5". And in the international metric system is 1 meter 65 centimeters, which is what I'm used to. So yes, that's how I am. How much do you weigh? That's something I'm not going to answer, just because right now is not a good time to answer. I've gained a little bit more weight since I moved to Texas. Blaming it on Texas. And let's just say I weigh more than I should. Any tattoos and any piercings? This is two separate questions. No and no. I wanted to have a tattoo once. I wanted to have a nice tattoo on the back of my hips, but that never really happened. I don't know why I quit it, because I changed my mind very often, and I didn't want to have something that I would have to deal with for the rest of my life, and on top of it, I would never be able to see it myself. So I said no. And then the piercings, I was determined to do the tongue piercing, and then one of my friends got it, and she got it infected, and it was awful. It was really bad, and she had to go through a liquid diet for over a week, and I said, hell no. No. All right. There's a question that I don't know what it means, so if you guys know, let me know, because I have no idea. I checked some other tags and they didn't know either, so I'm going to pass that. It's question number 8, and it says OTP. I don't know. So number 9, favorite show. My favorite show is, and will always be, Sex and the City, and I don't think there is nothing quite like it right now. And I own the full series and the movies, and I just finished about a week ago when we came back from vacation to watch the full series. We definitely were coming from work, watching series, coming from work, watching series. It is just so funny. It's a great series. So yeah, that's my favorite show, if you can call it a show, I would say. Number 10, favorite bands. I have many, and for me, it really changes according to the phase in your life that you're going through. So when I was in high school, I liked Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all those people. And then as I grew up and started growing up, I liked Aerosmith, Evanescence, The Rasmus, what else? Savage Garden. Those bands, I really like them. And right now I have been introduced to the 80s bands like Journey, AC/DC, ZZ Top, just because my husband loves it and I like them very much too now. Something you miss. I wouldn't say something I miss. I would say someone I miss, and that will be my dad. Favorite song? Again, same like the bands. It really depends on the periods in your life, and I've had many favorite songs, and it could change from one month to the next. And I can tell you that there is a song that every time that I'm driving or I'm a little bit down, I would play, and it's great for my swinging mood into a more positive. It's Relax from Mika. And that also relates to a period in my time where I was very happy. You know, those times when you're young and you're out there and you're clubbing and you have friends and it's all cool, you have nothing to worry about. That specific time of my life, I can still relate to that every time that I hear it. So that is a forever favorite. But aside of that, I have way too many. So that will be a different tag. How old are you? I am 30. I turned 30 this year. A zodiac sign. I'm a Taurus. Or Taurus, or I don't know how you guys pronounce that. Taurus. Number 15. It says quality you look in a partner. I look for someone who's sweet and kind. It's, to me, one of the most important things. You have to be very sweet and kind. I love that in a man. And I also love somebody who can make me laugh. So I don't need a clown. I need somebody who makes me laugh. So funny, it's enough. Favorite quote? I do actually have one, and it definitely relates back when I was in high school. I was bullied a lot. And when I say a lot, it's a lot. And I remember that somebody once told me that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I repeated that to myself every single time that I was bullied, and that I would come stronger out of that. And I definitely will. And I did. It is so true. You become stronger out of any difficulty in life. So that is and will always be one of my favorite quotes. I have many other, but again, that's another different tag. Favorite actor? Patrick Swayze. Favorite color? Lavender or lilac or light purple, whatever you want to call it. For me, they're all the same and they're all pretty and I love it. Loud music or soft music? Both. I can listen to both, and that really depends on my mood. So if I'm very stressed and I need to relax and I want just ambience, like kind of lounge music, I love it too. And I have loads and loads of music for that matter. And then loud music, I can also have loads of music. And like when I'm driving or when I'm happy, when I want to cheer up somebody or just dance, I have loads of music for that matter too. Number 20, where do you go when you're sad? I don't have a place to go when I'm sad. I used to when I was younger and when I was in high school or when I was a kid. I used to go to my house porch and we will have a rocking chair and I would sit there and I would bend to myself or to the wind. I would bend. And then there was also a playground near my grandma's house, and we used to live very near from my granny's. So I would sit in the benches and I would just bend to the wind. Yeah, I don't have that anymore though. I need to find a new sad place. How long does it take you to shower? Oh, that is something that I don't know. Honey, how much does it take me to shower? I think about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes when I'm going to work. And if I don't have the pressure of being on time somewhere, it can be anything between 30 to 1 hour. It really depends on what I'm doing. If I'm going to work, it's something between 10 and 15 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? So again, it depends. If it's every morning, meaning when I'm going to work, I have to get ready in 10 to 15 minutes max, and 15 minutes means we are already late. So like this makeup right now is the makeup that I did this morning when I was going to work. And I've become an expert on doing things fast. Next question says, how long, oh, I already read that. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I did. Yes, okay, yes. Number 24, turn on, and then number 25 is turn off. I would say the best turn on for me is kindness and good manners. That melts me. So to me, kindness and good manners will definitely be the best turn on I can ever think of, and it has always been like that. And then the turn off for me is, and the worst for me is somebody who's rude. Somebody rude to me is something that I cannot stand. I just can't. All right, number 26, the reason I joined YouTube. I joined YouTube because I felt I had lots of things to share according to makeup, beauty, and all that kind of stuff. And I saw there was a big community, and I wanted to share that. There are some things that I do just like everybody else, and there are some things that I do my own way, and I have my own tips and tricks that I have inherited and that I've mastered myself. So I wanted to share that. I felt it was something I wanted to do because I love makeup. And I've seen a lot of people that do not like makeup, and they find out later in life it's not they don't like makeup, it's they're afraid to use it and they don't know how to. So in my mind, if we're more open about learning, you would be more open about using it and feeling good and great with yourself. And I don't know. Everybody can do a great makeup if they practice and have all the good tips in, you know. Okay. Fears. I fear roaches, and I shout like a maniac if I have a beetle in my porch, in my window, or if it flies anywhere near me. Can't stand them. The next question says, last thing that made you cry, and I can actually remember that because it was this weekend, and we watched My Girl on Netflix, and we cried because it's a sad movie. And yeah. Question 29, it says, last time you said you loved someone, and it was this morning to my hubby. Number 30, meaning behind your YouTube name. There is no meaning. So my name is Grace, or they call me Gracie most of the time. And it says Gracie's Beauty School. So it's a beauty school for, yeah, you know. No meaning. Question number 31 says, last book you read, and then the next one says, the book you're currently reading, because I got confused there for a second. And I think it was the 5 people you will encounter in heaven or something like that. And then I am not reading, I'm listening, because I bought the audiobook from for 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. Okay, then it says, last show you watched, Sex and the City. Last person you talked to. Last person that I talked to was one of my coworkers when I was leaving the office. It says, number 35, the relationship between you and the person you last texted. Let me see who I texted last, because I don't remember. I texted my husband yesterday, sent him crazy images for 9gag, And yes, my husband, and it's my hobby. Favorite food, I have to admit, my favorite food is Italian. And I love ravioli, and I love my favorite food. The thing that I can always order in every single restaurant if it's good is bruschetta. Place you want to visit. I want to go to too many places, but lately I've been hearing a lot about Lake Tahoe, and I have friends and coworkers that have been there, and I've seen pictures, and I want to go there in the near future. What else? The last place you were. I suppose you're talking about vacation or something, because last place I was in the office about an hour ago, and the last place I went on vacation was Vegas. Do you have a crush? Yes, I do. Last time you kissed someone, this noon when I had lunch with my hubby. Last time you were insulted. I don't remember. I don't remember. It has to be a while ago. Favorite flavor or sweet? My favorite flavor is vanilla, and my favorite sweet or dessert is creme brulee. What instruments do you play? I don't really play instruments like perfect in playing, like I'm a genius, but I learned a little bit of playing piano and singing, lyrical singing. Favorite piece of jewelry? My favorite piece of jewelry is the set that I wore in my wedding day. It is absolutely beautiful, and for me it's just for special occasions. And after that is this chain that I have here. This is a real how do you call that, coming from an oyster kind of pearl that we actually chose, opened, they cleaned it and put it in this mount, and it has little diamonds. And this was the gift that my husband gave me for our first anniversary and honeymoon, because we took both at the same time. And yes, and just one funny tip that you may not know, I have been wearing this without even taking it out at night. I literally go to bed with this, and I shower with this, and I go everywhere with this. I swim with this, I do gym with this, everything with this. You got the point. Ever since he bought me this, and I've never taken it out. So it's going to be 2 years of marriage and never took it from me. At least I don't want to for now. Last sport you played? I swim and I swam about 3 weeks ago. Last song you sang? Because I'm happy. I had it on the car and I was singing it along. Favorite shut up line? I don't know what you mean. But when I was younger and internet was the first boom in my, I would say in the 90s, I used Messenger. Yes, I did. Have you ever used it? I guess so. Last time you hung out with someone? Hanged out with someone, let's see, maybe it was 2 days ago that we went out on for a girl's birthday, Monday. All right, and the last question says, who should answer these questions next? So I have to think about who do I want to tag, and I'll definitely go ahead and tag them, but right now I have no idea. I think that a lot of the people that I know in YouTube have already done this tag, so I will definitely leave any comments if I can relate to somebody that I would like to get to know a little bit better and to tag. Alright, so I think it was quite a long questionnaire. I hope you guys are not bored by now. Hopefully it was fun for you to watch, to get to know a little bit more about me. I know many of you were interested in thinking about some of the questions, so I hope I answered them quite well enough, and I'll definitely try to find somebody else to tag. I know this is part of the tagging process. So you guys have a great day. I'll definitely see you around. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to like the video if you liked it. And if you would like to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, I'll leave the links down below so you can go ahead and check it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.